All right, so I want to break down this video that we made for Smoosh, which is a super cool like cleaning product that combines soap and like a silicone loofah. It's very cool. Anyway, let's give it a watch, and I want to break it down and like tell you about the decisions that we made when we were creating this.
Out with the loofah and in with the Smoosh. I got the whole.
Okay, so the first thing, most people that are washing use this. They're familiar with what this looks like, and so we wanted to demonstrate you getting rid of that by cutting it. That's like the most simple hook that you can do. Illustrate the thing that you're speaking about. Okay.
Loofah and in with the Smoosh.
And then straight away, 2 seconds in, we're introducing the product and what it is. Normally, this product stops the scroll quite a bit because of just, it looks a bit mad. The branding's super bright and cool, and the product just looks like nothing that you've probably seen before. And then what you'll notice is
I got the whole family of Smoosh.
the creator is in a dressing gown, a robe, whatever you want to call it, and freshly washed hair, like looks like she's just got out of the shower, because that's the vibe that we wanted. Okay. I think it's really important when we're, when you're making UGC content to not just like to do something different with your talking heads. Don't just have them in a nice environment talking, like go the extra mile, you know, have them coming out of the shower, whatever, like do something that's just separates it a little bit from all the other UGC videos that are out there.
Smoosh, and now they've never been cleaner.
And the main angle for this video before we go forward was the idea of like upgrading your entire family's wash routine. Kids, really difficult to wash. You need to teach them how to wash themselves properly, and what better than this product? Our research showed that that was like an angle that we wanted to go down, and so this was the video that we made in response to that research.
Whether it's after a hard game, a messy project, or just a long day, the Smoosh makes cleaning up.
And then obviously we cast a creator that has children. This is really essential. And so we showed them unboxing it, playing with the Smoosh. Like, we want them to be interacting with the product, because if you have children, you're going to buy a product that you see other children enjoying, using, playing with, whatever. So if you're ever making a advertising a product, for families, make sure you show families use it. Don't just be cheap and just cast one singular person to do it. I've seen it done all the time, and it's a bit embarrassing.
Up easy for everyone in my family. Smoosh combines a silicone scrubber with built-in soap. The soft bristles.
So here we're pitching what the product actually is. Like, you know, how does this work?
Feels
what does it
so
do?
good on your skin. It's like 100 little massagers just doing their.
And then we're showing it in the actual environment. You know, like this is how it works. This is what it is.
Doing their thing. And I can tell my kids using soap for once, because it's actually built right into the Smoosh itself.
I love that line. I can tell my kids are actually using soap now because it's built into the loofah, right? Again, we found in research that was one of the things parents were struggling to actually know whether their kids had washed properly, teaching them to use soap, all that kind of thing, and not just wipe themselves. And so that's one thing that we wanted to speak about here.
Smoosh is super effective, whether it's.
The next thing that we do is we show someone in the shower actually using the product, so you can see how it suds up, what it works like. Obviously, you know, they're in a bikini doing this, and sometimes creators can be, you know, not all creators want to do that. And so again, when you're casting, it's super important that you brief them on what they're going to be doing before you even send them the product, because you want to make sure that people are comfortable with this.
It's dirt from the soccer field or grease from the garage. It gets the job done every time.
And then we're cutting back to after freshly used the product inside her living room, robe on, wet hair.
It quickly dries too, because of.
And now we've got a load of them on the side. Like we said, the whole family's using them. And so that's the shot that we wanted. We wanted this shot, like, you know, all the kids have one, you know, all the family has one.
Because of the silicone. So it keeps it nice and hygienic between washes. Order yours today from.
And again, the idea here, remember, we want to show those USPs. We want to show why these are better than the standard loofah without just directly saying it all the time. We want to give a reason why, like an actual benefit, instead of just this is a USP. You know, one thing, it dries quickly. It keeps it nice and hygienic between washes. And it's also dishwasher safe, so you can just throw it in the dishwasher and it'll be clean as well. So we're constantly, whenever we give a USP, we're giving a benefit. How does that benefit the customer? I know that this type of UGC doesn't always necessarily perform for a lot of people, but I think most of the time they're doing it wrong, right? They're not writing it in a way that would be consumed by someone. But what I found is that these still work, but they normally, what used to be like top of the funnel
A
stuff,
hard
now
game, a messy.
they're ended up sitting at like, you know, middle bottom of the funnel because they're much more addy now, I think people would agree. And so because people are aware, that's normally where they're sitting. But I really love this product. I use one myself, and I think this video really does it justice. However, there are some things that when we continue working with them that we changed. One of them was giving way more guidance on like how to get the optimum suds, because more suds normally in people's brain makes it think it's going to be cleaner, right? And so in future videos, I think this was like from the first or second month we were working with them, in future videos we then implemented a way more in-depth like shooting guide and product guidance guide so that they fully understand what they need to do to get the best performance out of the product. Anyway, yeah, cool video. It performed like relatively well for the brand as well, so I thought I'd share that one with you.